Okay, so we began homeschooling because I was highly involved in public education and worked on the state level with testing and curriculums, and owned my own curriculum company, and just discovered that there was too much planned grooming of the children in organizing. As I worked with the National Testing Center, they taught me how the questions that they were giving the kids and the curriculums that they were designing was influencing. They were seeing how it could influence their personal beliefs and what they chose to do when they contributed to society. And that was the initial reason why we homeschooled, but it quickly turned into understanding that this was home to me, to have my kids home with me, and this was the best way our family could function. And so that's why we homeschool now, because it's the happiest, the most rewarding experience to live as a family in all 24 hours a day. Okay, our homeschooling rhythm always involves everybody individually choosing how they want to do their morning, and then we always begin reading aloud or studying together. I'll read aloud while they color, or I don't know, it depends on the age of the kid, but and we do that until around 9, just family time, just personal time with each other. And then at 9 o'clock they start their studying, and they go to about 12 or 1, and they may throw in some projects in the afternoon, but that's all on their own. 9 to 12 I'm available to help them, and seasonally it just changes. That's the framework. But then once we get to summer, they'll have jobs, or work. Like the boys are on the mountain at 6 a.m. working, cutting trails. And so in the evenings or in the afternoons when they come back, it's sort of relax and learn and spend some time working on individual growth. And that's it. It's pretty easy. Okay, we don't do charts or systems. Our only system is relationships and stewardship. And our kids are invested in family. And because they're invested in family, they invest in caring for whatever they're stewards of, whether it's helping out with meals or keeping their space orderly, or working on their own spirit. We just teach stewardship that way. And relationships, we feel responsible to one another and responsible to what we care for, to give it our very best. And so we've never needed to take things away or to say you have to do this and this in order to receive this. That's never been an issue for us. We just care about the relationship, and that's how it works, because anything that I want to do in the home or that is necessary for me while they're doing school, I'll do my studying or my personal growth, and I will be interrupted. I need help on math, I need this, and it's just okay. Like, it's just part of it, because they need to know that that's going to happen to them their whole life. And it's just learning to function in intentional relationships. That's homeschooling to us. All right, to homeschool my children, mostly all you need is literature. If you only read great literature to them, you'd be fine. So to find good lists of literature, sometimes I look at Litwitz, Memoria Press. The Good and the Beautiful has great literature books to look at. The Beautiful Feet, all of their book lists through all of their curriculums are wonderful. And then as your kids get older, like my kids are teenagers, then you're looking for, kind kind of textbook type style books to read, and we love Bennett's America Last Best Hope for their American history. We love any sort of character development like Donald Miller or Bob Goff or Linchpins. We love all the Uncle Eric books for economics, for history, for sciences, any of those. And so I guess the real hardship is on the moms trying to find where I can go. And the only thing I can say is go to the classics. Don't let it scare you. Start reading it out loud, and your kids will love it. For read alouds, we've loved like not just novels, but books like Bud and Me about the Abernathy brothers. And, you know, we've had adventures all summer long learning about these boys that changed the world when they were age 4, riding across America. Or right now, for the summer, we're reading Along Came a Dog, or Summer of the Monkeys, something easy and quick. And then your older kids, I just keep them reading. Separate Peace, all the must-haves as you're reading. At the end of the year, the kids each do a review of what they used this year. We do a review of our family theme, what they did for language arts, math, our faith, what we read aloud, what their independent reading looked like, geography, all of it, until the end, where we kind of list field trips that they loved that we went on, and then favorite things they learned this year, greatest challenge, most memorable experience. I put it in a binder with like some artwork or maybe essays that they wrote, all of their best work that they think was their best. And that's it. I tuck it away, maybe with some pictures of them for the year. And that's it. That's our insurance if we ever have to report on what we've been learning. For our learning spaces, we have morning time in here, where we just hang out, read aloud, discuss current events, do whatever the family wants to talk about, and this always lasts about an hour. And then when the kids start doing their learning at 9 o'clock, they set up a space wherever they feel like it. So it could be the kitchen table, which is where we do all of our religious discussions, or it could be, you know, in here where I study. They know that I'm going to be here studying, just available to them, or unless it's cleaning day or something like that, I'm available to them. But mostly they come outside, and when the weather's good, they learn outside. They go back to the hammocks. They go back and set up a space that makes them happy in the outdoors and do their learning outside.